All right, let's talk about one of the most famous songs ever written, John Lennon's Imagine. You know it, I know it, the whole world knows it. But today we're going to do more than just hum along. We're going to break it down line by line. Think of it less like a song and more like, well, a radical thought experiment. A kind of blueprint for taking our world apart to see if we can build something new. So, let's dive in. You know, the whole song really boils down to this one powerful question. What if all the big things that define our lives, our beliefs, the lines on a map, even money, what if they're not real solid things? What if they're just ideas? Ideas that we've all just kind of agreed to believe in. And if that's true, well, couldn't we just agree on some different ideas? That's the challenge Lennon puts to us right from the get-go.
And this is where he starts. The very first line. Talk about jumping into the deep end, right? He doesn't warm us up. Nope. He goes straight for one of the biggest, most fundamental ideas for billions of people on this planet. This is the first domino he's setting up to knock down.
Okay, so let's get into the first layer of this whole experiment, a world beyond heaven. It's pretty interesting, right? He doesn't start with governments or money. He starts with something bigger. He starts with metaphysics, with our souls and what we believe comes next.
And right after that first line, he doubles down. No hell below us, above us, only sky. It's such a brilliant move lyrically. By just wiping away the whole idea of an afterlife, no reward, no punishment, he forces you to stop looking up or down. He makes you look right here, right now. It's all about this life, the one we're actually living. And that leads directly to this. See, for Lennon, this isn't about being negative or saying nothing matters, it's the exact opposite. The whole point of getting rid of heaven and hell is to unlock this state of living for today. It's like he's saying, hey, let's find our purpose, our meaning, everything that matters right here in the present moment.
All right, so once he's got us focused on the here and now, he shifts gears. We're moving from the spiritual to the political. The second layer of this thought experiment is all about imagining a world beyond borders.
So he says, imagine there's no countries. And then he adds this little aside. It isn't hard to do. I love that. It's like he's leaning in and telling us, come on, you can do this one. This isn't the hard part. He's kind of coaching us through it, suggesting that getting rid of national borders in our minds is easier than we think. And in the second verse, he basically lays out a formula for peace. It's super clear, almost like an equation. He says, look, if you get rid of countries and you get rid of religion, which he adds in this verse, then suddenly there's nothing to kill or die for. And if you remove the reasons for fighting, what's left? Living life in peace. Simple cause and effect, in his view. So we've tackled the spiritual, we've tackled the political, and now we get to what is probably the most radical part of this whole idea, the third layer. This is the one that really challenges everything we know about how society works, a world beyond possessions.
Now, listen to how his language changes here. It's so important. For the other things, he was saying, it's easy or it isn't hard. But for this one, he says, I wonder if you can. He knows this is the tough one. He's basically admitting that imagining a world without private property is the biggest mental leap he's asking us to make. He's looking right at us and saying, can you even do this?
But if we can make that leap, he lays out another chain reaction, another utopian result. The logic goes like this. If there are no possessions, then there's no need for greed or hunger. And if you get rid of that, what happens? You create a true brotherhood of man. And what does that brotherhood do? They start sharing all the world. It's a clear, step-by-step path to utopia.
Okay, so we spent 3 verses taking our world apart, piece by piece, and then we hit the chorus. And the chorus is different. He stops telling us to imagine stuff. Instead, he turns and speaks directly to us. This is what we're calling the dreamer's appeal. I mean, this line is just brilliant, isn't it? He knows exactly what you're thinking. He knows the first thing people are going to say is, oh, that's just naive, you're a dreamer. And instead of fighting it, he just owns it. He says, yeah, you might be right. But then he immediately turns it around, but I'm not the only one. He takes the criticism and turns it into a strength, a movement.
So really, the chorus is doing 2 things at the same time. On one hand, it's a confession. Yep, I'm a dreamer. But on the other hand, and this is the really crucial part, it's an invitation. When he sings, I hope someday you'll join us, the song stops being just his idea. It becomes a call to action. He's asking you to join the dream.
All right, let's put all the pieces back together now. We've gone through all the steps. We've imagined away heaven, countries, and possessions. So, what's left? What's the end goal of this whole lyrical journey? Well, it's the idea of a completely united world.
This table really lays it all out, doesn't it? On the one side, you've got the world we live in, a world, in Lennon's view, that's defined by dogma, by borders and nations, by possessions and greed. And on the other side, you have the world he's asking us to imagine, where dogma is replaced by living in the present, borders are replaced by peace and unity, and greed is replaced by sharing and brotherhood. It's a total transformation.
And this line, this is the final destination. It's the point of everything we've just imagined. Every verse, every step of taking things apart has been leading to this one single, incredibly powerful idea, a world where we all will live as one. That's the ultimate vision.
So, in the end, the song leaves us right here with this huge question. Lennon has given us a very clear recipe, a step-by-step guide to his version of a perfect world. But what is it really? Is it a beautiful utopia that we should all be working towards? Or is it a dangerous fantasy, something that just doesn't account for who we are as people? That's the question Imagine leaves hanging in the air, and it's why we're still talking about it today.